So now the next topic is how can we add the Android custom list view, where we can add our own graphical user interface like images or something like that. So Android custom list view, for example, adding images and even subtitle. So that is the topic, and we mostly have to focus on this one instead of the default one, but sometimes if you want default, you can use that in the same way like I did. So in the custom list view, as I was telling you, and even in my previous classes also, there were custom buttons and something like that. So in the same way, we are going to add a custom list view over here. So in this example, steps are very simple. We will add an image, text with title and its subtitle. So steps are, first one, create a new project with the name custom list view. Second, modify, as always, the file activity main .xml. Third, again, create an XML file with the name mylist.xml. Sorry, what I'm doing. Then after that, the fourth step is modify the main activity.java file. Fifth is run the app. No, you do not have to run the app. So there is fifth step, you have to create custom list view. So you need to create one Java file with the name mylist_view in Java. Now we are not adding it in a string file. We are directly adding it in list view, and we will create a Java file for that, mylist_view.java. And then we're going to run that application. So there are 6 steps for this particular, you can say, example. All right. So before we go ahead, first of all, I would like to download some images so that we can freely use them, and I'm going to store them in, in my project, which I'm going to create. But before we go ahead, let's go and create a new project and name it as custom Android custom list view, and finish it. That's the first step, which we have completed. I'll go ahead and close the previous project. We are done with this. And then I will go to open my web, go to Google. First of all, I will go to Facebook logo. For example, I need this one, but it's very big. It's very big. So I will just take the snipping tool and get the exact thing that I want. I will take this one here. That's Facebook. I will save as it in documents. Now I will save it in C, users, administrator, Android projects, and as what is it? Custom list view in app, in source, in main, in res, in mipmap, HDPI, not here. We have to save them here. So we'll name it as, for example, FB. So it should be ping, colors, then Instagram, file, save as in the same location, and insta, then what else? YouTube logo. I need a very small one. Yep, so I want this one. And then Twitter. Save as TWIT, twit. That's it. These are enough. So as we have created the logos, today we have 1365 new cases. And when you go to res, when you go to mipmap, you will definitely find the images. So these are the images: FB, Insta, Twit, and YouTube, and all are here. So let's go ahead and go with our steps. Now we are done with the first step, that was downloading the images. And now this is the structure that we should be having of our application. And now in the activity main file, we'll go to activity main file. We will just remove this and we will again add a list view attribute, or you can say list view widget. And here we're going to go with wrap content and Android layout margin bottom is the property that we're going to add with it, which is 50 dp. And we have to make sure that we are going to add Android ID at the rate ID, and it's just a list that we can add colors. We are done with this, and right now we are going to change the layout of it also. So we'll make it as relative layout. So relative layout here, it will automatically change it. Okay. Now we're going to create one XML file under layout. So we have already one. So right click, new, widget, layout file, and we'll name it as my list, not lost, it's my list. Linear layout, we can change the layout later on, it doesn't. So configure successful in 655 milliseconds. Linear layout, all the attributes should be same match parent, and only one thing we have to add is Android orientation, or Android orientation attribute, and it should be horizontal. And then here, first of all, I'm going to add one image view. Width should be 60 dp of that image view, and then 60 dp height also, and then padding, sorry, Android padding should be 5 dp. That's it. That's one image view. And then inside linear layout, I'm going to add one more linear layout. So linear layout, wrap content should be the width, and height should be, sorry, also wrapped content. And then again, Android orientation should be, for this, it should be now vertical. Sorry, not like this. It should be just single. So we have only 10 minutes of time for this meeting. So then I'm going to add a text view. After that, text view, wrap content on both height and width, Android ID, let's be fast @ID, and I'm going to name it as title title, which I'm going to use for the list. And then Android text, if you want to add the text in the text view. So again, it's going to be medium text. Then after that, style, text style. So it's bold. Then text appearance attribute. So Android text appearance, the same way like we did in our previous class. Android attribute text appearance medium. What happened? Appearance medium. Then we will go across layout. So Android margin left, 10 dp. Then Android layout margin top, 5 dp. And then Android padding attribute, and it's set as 2 dp in between the lists. And then color, Android text color. What should be the color of the text within the list view? So hash 404040. That's it, and close this one. And we will have another text view, wrap content, Android ID, subtitle. For subtitle, this one is for subtitle. So SUBTITLE, subtitle. Okay. And Android text is simply text view. All right, and then another attribute, the last one, which is Android layout margin left. And I'm going to set it as 10 dp, and we'll close this. That's it about this file which we have created, mylist.xml. In activity, we have this thing, activity Java. We'll go here. So as we're using list view, so I'm going to create a variable with the help of this class list view, and I will name it as list class. And then if I'm going to store it in string, so string where array I'm going to create, and main title will be the name of it, equals to, and I'm going to give the name to them as, for example, title1, comma, title2, or you can give any different, like we added languages, so we can give language title3, sorry. What happened? Title3, what's wrong? Title, title3, then title4, and how many images we have added? Do you remember, Carlos?
That's a good question. How many did you add? I think you added
Check
3.
them here. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4 only. So we'll add one
4.
more, but we'll give 5 here. Then at last, I'm going to add one more image. So we'll go for 6 or 7. Then we should be having 6 images. But just if you want 4, then only 4. So I'm going to go with 5, and I will add later on one more image. So, yep, that's it. Semicolon. I will add, this was for main title, and another variable I'm going to define is string. Array. So for subtitle, so subtitle equals to, so for subtitle, I'm going to give subtitle. So sub title subtitle first, comma, title subtitle second, comma, title subtitles third, comma, subtitle four. Then here a comma is very important. Subtitle, always the mistakes. So 5. That's it. And we can add comma. And after this, we will add another thing, which is integer array. So integer. So I am image gid grid. So R mipmap dot, the name of the image first is fb, comma, R dot, again mipmap dot second one, which is insta, insta. That's the second one. Then again R mipmap dot, the third one, which is twit. No, this one, twit twit, comma, R dot, again mipmap. You need to give the the location of the files. So mipmap, or as they are saved in the subfolder mipmap, and these are all the images. So that's R dot mipmap dot. Then after that, YouTube. Always these are the, so YouTube. As we need to have another file, so we need to give it here. So I'm downloading that. So mipmap dot, wait a sec, I'm gonna download. What else can we download? Insta, and then suppose
Now Twitter,
Twitter I added.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. So LinkedIn logo, small one.
Does it necessarily have to be a PNG?
Yeah, it
Oh.
has to be the PNG.
Oh yeah, it has to be because of the background.
Yep.
Right. My bad.
So where is this? Where is this? The small one. I'll add this one. File, save as. LI. So now we will have LI here. That's it. And comma. And here. So we have stored and we have created all the variables with the data types and with the storage that we have stored. That's main title, subtitle, and image grid. So image